Bond is the period of time while you are not incarcerated prior to your case being decided. Some judges will require a cash bond to ensure that you show up and follow their conditions. What this is and how much this is highly specific to, one, the allegations in the case itself, but also to the court and jurisdiction that we're dealing with. I always suggest to my clients that they do be prepared to have some level of money. That money must be in cash so that if the judge does assess some bond requirements, that they are prepared to pay it. The alternative is that they will be taken into custody until someone is able to get that money accumulated and presented to the courts. Well, most of my clients don't want to go to jail, so I make sure that they have some level of money. The problem is it is highly specific for each court as to how much money they would need. Even so, I'm honest with them in that my job as an attorney, their attorney, is to prevent them from having to actually pay that money. I don't want them to have to pay that money. I want the judge or the magistrate to make a personal bond. A personal bond is what we call personal recognizance. That means that it's on your honor that you will show up, but it does not require money down. Instead, you are giving your word that you will appear. There may be some monetary amount associated with the personal bond, such as a $5,000 personal bond, but you won't have to put any money up unless you were to violate some of the conditions. Otherwise, they would just take your word that you would show up. It's something you'd want to talk to your lawyer about for court, because we want everybody to understand before they go in if they're going to need money and how much. As to where do you get this money from, unfortunately, that is something that you will have to be able to produce either yourself or you could borrow from others. I always suggest to people, if we take some money out of the bank and bring it with us in cash, hopefully at the end of the day all we do is put the money back into the bank. But if we need it, it will be available for us. And that way people don't have to go to jail. My statement is that it is better to be prepared than not. And most of my clients agree with me, and on the times where they are prepared and the judge is making a poor decision, then at least my clients don't have to pay for it with their freedom.